Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Elocke. It's your boy Eric, and today we have another new soloist, but an idol that I am familiar with on the channel and that we are all familiar with in K-pop. In Chae, um, with Hush Rush, her solo debut. One of the best dancers in K-pop. I just think that with her, she was on my bias line in Eyes One. I think Story of Swan, the dance break did it for me. That's when I realized that she was one of the best dancers around. You know what I mean? She even at the end of Fiesta, like she just has those moments where it's like, okay, she's a little bit like, and they had an amazing dancing group in Eyes One. But just for her to stand out so much for me, dance wise, I was just like, okay, yeah, she's incredible to stand out amongst all this talent, especially now that I'm getting into the individual Eyes One members, and I really do realize now how much talent they had in just one group. It's mind-boggling just what she was able to do for them in that department. I don't think I've said this before about other members of Eyes One, because of the amount of talent, sometimes it's easy for members to get overshadowed in that position, because there's only so much camera time to go around, there's only so much choreography to go around, there's only so many lines to go around. So I know that people were saying that she was planning on being a soloist, but I didn't really I don't want to say I didn't expect her to be a soloist, but I couldn't picture her as a soloist just because I don't really know what sound I would get from her. Obviously, I know the performance would be stunning just because she's an amazing dancer, but I don't really know what type of sound and what type of concept that we would get. So I've been seeing like little clips of like the teasers and stuff. It's hard with social media to avoid things, and I've been seeing like little vampire stuff, and so I really have no idea what we're gonna get here at all. My easy assessment would be like kind of like something hip-hop-ish or just something with an intense choreography, but I feel like that's too easy of a guess. K-pop always throws that wrench and everything. So let's jump into it. Before we get into the video, make sure you all like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Got a lot of stuff coming your way. And Yeon with Hush Rush. Super excited to see what we're gonna get here because I have no clue. Hold on, the incoming, is that them joints on the beat? Hold on now. Okay, she sounds great. Oh, there's some catchy choreography gonna come from this, I can tell. The piercing. Okay, real quick. I feel like early on, this is like a K-poppy song, if that makes sense. Like, there are some songs that just don't necessarily give you K-pop or anything that just its own thing. I feel like this is really like, when you think of K-pop, you would think of something like this. That's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just an analysis. I think that early on her vocals kind of surprised me a little bit, just because again with Eyes One, I can't really remember. It was so much talent going around this, I couldn't really form a guess of how each member would sound on their own. but she sounds really good. I like the cadence of the song. Again, them joints, I think that's with the incoming tag at the beginning. They kill it on the beats all the time. And I love the sound effects that they're giving to her vocals sometimes. During that chorus, I can tell it's going to be a lot of like TikTok-ish choreo going along. But she's the type of dancer to where she can make the most easiest choreography look very, very good just because of the way that she moves. And I think that that's a recipe for success, especially in this era where a lot of things are kind of, a lot of music is kind of, put on notice by TikTok, by challenges, especially in K-pop challenges and all that type of stuff is huge right now. So I think that the way that they released this is a little different from what I thought, but I think that it's a recipe for success too. Oh, I love her styling so far. Okay, now she's giving us little sprinkles of vocals in there. Right there, that effect on the vocals. Hey, hey. Bro, I love this. Is that a real tattoo or a fake one? She's giving me Hannah Montana vibes with the change of wigs. The harmonization. Okay, now Chae, they produced this very well for her vocal range. Like they put her in the best position possible for this vocally. She's in that cut. I like this. Okay, Juan. This is a very solid debut. I hope they bring that chorus back in. Oh, it's not enough time for that. Okay. Okay. So that was Lee Chaeyeon with Hush Rush. Again, I think that vocally they produced this very well for her specific voice. When I say that, I'm not saying like they dumbed it down for her or anything like that. I'm saying like for her specific vocal tone, they put her in the best possible position to be successful vocally. I love what they did to her vocals at different times in the chorus. It made it really, really catchy. So the chorus is super, super catchy. The song itself, the beat is very easygoing, very cadenced out. It's very like just like one of those like grab and go kind of songs, like going about your day or just like playing it out of your speaker, getting ready for the day. It's one of those like I said, it's a lot of songs in K-pop now, and I'm just gonna say this, it's a lot of songs in K-pop now, I feel like that's so focused on bells and whistles that it almost makes the song good, but you have to be in the mood to hear it. You know what I mean? I feel like you can never forget about the songs that are just easy listens whenever you put them on, because those are the backbone of a playlist. I feel like, you know what I mean? The songs that you can just turn on and go. I feel like this is one of those songs. She was giving me kind of Hannah Montana vibes, going between the different color hair and the different styling. It was just one of those types of things. I don't want to say that it was like I said, it was still, the production was on point. Her vocal layering was on point. I like the different harmonization, but they they produced it to her, and then they kind of just let her shine. Like they didn't overproduce this, and I think that it was a really good debut. I think that a lot of people in K-pop are getting so used to the bells and whistles and fire and explosions that when solid songs get released, very good songs, and that are just straight to the point, they sound nice, they're easy to listen to. I feel like a lot of people's expectations are kind of let down just because they're so used to all of this over the top stuff. And I feel like people forget that like these are the songs that are just as important as the over the top productions and stuff like that. This was a very good release in my opinion. I feel like with this being a mini album, I feel like her B-sides are going to be really solid, because she just gives me that type of vibe that she's just a consistent artist with a consistent sound. Again, I feel like if they the smart thing to do for her would to have a lot of dance practices, a lot of performance videos, because that's really where she shines. Again, not having any of the choreography in here, I feel like is very smart, because I do feel like you're gonna have a lot of performance videos with her, a lot of live stages and stuff like that, because they know that her bread and butter, where she shines at, is as a dancer, performer. But she still did have a lot of nice vocal moments in here that I really didn't expect, just because I didn't know what to expect. But give her credit, she really did her thing. I'm interested to see where her solo career is gonna go. I love the how they made the video straight to the point, but it's still, the styling was still very good. It still said budget, but it let her shine more. It wasn't real over the top, which I kind of like. And I'm pleased with this. I didn't know what to expect going in, but very solid showing from her. So before y'all go, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Got a lot of stuff coming your way. And till next time.